Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. My name is Jovan and I'm the administrator of the Sims community website, and today we are celebrating the 5th birthday of The Sims 4. My neighbors are gonna hate me. It's 4 a.m. right now and I don't know, there are probably not gonna be any consequences, but yeah, I don't even care because The Sims 4 is turning 5 today. That's right. So, on September 2nd, 2014, The Sims came out. I really should drop these. So, The Sims 4 came out on September 2nd, 2014 for PC. And yeah, the game wasn't that much good in the beginning, to say the least. But yeah, so what I want to cover in this video, I want to go through the entire timeline of The Sims 4's history and just go through all of the content and all of the packs and all of the changes that we've received throughout the years, because it's definitely been a long journey, a very long one indeed. So yeah, I remember playing The Sims 4 for the first time back in August 2014, a month before the pack came out, back when I was wearing cargo shorts, so this picture hurts a lot. But yeah, it was so amazing to actually attend an event for the first time ever. And so I really loved The Sims. I really loved writing about it. I actually just started out writing about The Sims. So the Sims community website was only about a year old, a year and a half back then, I believe. And so it was so amazing to meet up with all of the Simmers and some of the developers for the first time ever. I met Lindsay Pearson for the first time back then in Cologne, which was so amazing. She is such a queen. And yeah, I remember sitting down at the computer. We had 4 hours to capture our content, and basically we had this limit where we had to capture up to 20 screenshots, and if I remember correctly, 20 minutes of video footage. And I was so lost because I didn't even know what to capture. The game was so different from any previous Sims games, and I remember sitting down at the computer and just thinking, wow, this game lacks content. So it was so weird to only have like 5 life stages in Create a Sim, or was it 4? So yeah, we had child, teen, young adult, adult, and older. Yeah, so it was 5 in the beginning, and it was so weird to not even see toddlers as an option. So in the beginning, we didn't even have dishwashers. The integration for Mac only came out a few months after the release of The Sims 4 on Windows, and there was so much content that was missing out for The Sims 4 in the beginning. And that's why I think that this video is going to be so much fun, because we are going to go through all of the new additions that The Sims 4 has received over the past few years. So as you can see over here, The Sims 4 was born on September 2nd, 2014. And since then, so since the release of The Sims 4, just a few days after, they announced that they are going to be bringing regular updates for The Sims 4 almost every month. So let's begin with the entire history of The Sims 4. So on simscommunity.info, I've updated the timelines page for The Sims 4, and now it contains all of the content and all of the packs which have been released so far for The Sims 4, so you can check that out yourself. So over here, I've included all of the packs, all of the updates, and all of the changes that have been made to the game. So as you can see over here, The Sims 4 was born on September 2nd, 2014, and it was only released on Windows, so it wasn't even made available on Mac in the beginning, which was weird. And not much longer, they released their first huge update for the game, which was the Ghost update. So that update came out on October 1st, 2014, and it basically let you make your ghosts playable. So I think that previously ghosts weren't even available in the game in the first month. So basically what happened, your Sims would die and you would only see their urn, but not their ghost state or anything, or their consequences of why they died. So that wasn't even available in the game in the beginning. You would just see the urns of your Sims who have passed away, and that was it. So after that update, they released the Pools update on November 4th, 2014. So yeah, one of the most iconic things about the Sims franchise is just drowning your Sims in a pool and see their ghosts walking around that pool. Basically, those first 2 iconic things weren't present in the game in the beginning, which, like they said, they were focused too much on emotions and some of the specific gameplay only for The Sims 4. But yeah, I'm just glad that they've added some of the much needed things in the beginning. And on December 16th, 2014, the careers update came out. So the careers update contained two new careers, which was the athletic career and the business career. They're basically these rabbit hole careers. If you play them yourself by now, then you probably know that they're just like almost any other careers that we've gotten with the Sims 4 base game. And then on December 16th, 2014, I think that this is basically our first pack ever. So it's the holiday celebration free pack. It's a free pack that you can even claim yourself right now. But you know, with each holiday season, the Sims team decided to add more and more items to this free pack. And basically, I think that right now, it even counts as a stuff pack in terms of the content that it includes. So the build mode items and the cast items. Then as 2015 began, we got our first ever paid content, which was the outdoor retreat game pack. So this was our first ever introduction to game packs. Before, we never had game packs in the Sims franchise, and basically, as the Sims team explained them, they fall in line somewhere between stuff packs and expansion packs, and that's why they cost $20 US. So they are rather very much specific in terms of the theme that they cover. So as you can see over here, we have outdoor retreat, which basically just lets you camp outdoors and enjoy your outdoor retreat. So I think that this was a pretty decent game pack, and especially for a first pack, I think it was just worth the price. So on February 3rd, 2015, the genealogy update came out. So that's right, in the beginning we didn't even have family trees. We didn't even know our Sims household's ancestors, who has passed away, who is related to who, which was so crazy. But yeah, I think that with this update, I finally realized that the Sims team is listening to us. So the genealogy update was that mark where I was like, okay, they're finally listening to our demands, and we can expect more and more. So on February 20th, 2015, the Mac OS integration came out, and basically anyone who has an Apple computer that meets the system requirements were able to play The Sims 4 on their computer. And then on March 26, 2015, in preparations for the first ever expansion pack for The Sims 4, the Basements update came out. So yeah, in the beginning we didn't even have basements. And then on March 31st, 2015, The Sims 4 Get to Work expansion pack came out, and it introduced 4 active careers, I believe. So scientist, doctor, detective, and retail. So retail was, yeah, I think that, yeah, so 3 active careers and the retail aspect, the retail gameplay with The Sims 4 Get to Work expansion pack. I think that the Get to Work expansion pack was pretty decent as an introduction to expansion packs. I do believe that Get to Work didn't bring too many items to the table, because I think that they were too much focused on props and objects that are actually required for gameplay and active careers. So I think that they should have focused a bit more on items and everything, and actually make the career neighborhoods present in the worlds menu, because I think that those 2 career neighborhoods could actually be residential worlds without any hassle. On May 19th, 2015, the Sims 4 Luxury Party Stuff Pack came out. And yeah, I don't think that the Luxury Party Stuff Pack is a prime example of what Stuff Pack should be for The Sims 4, because okay, it brought a chocolate fountain and it brought a buffet table, I believe, and other than that, it didn't bring too much build mode and the cast items. It only brought a few. I think it's like one of the smallest stuff packs we have so far, and they've definitely improved upon that. So afterwards, we got our first ever world update, and I think it's the only one that we've gotten for the Sims 4 base game. So on June 11th, 2015, we've gotten the world of New Crest. So New Crest is basically this empty world that the Sims team lets you build upon. And basically, I think it brings 15 lots, and it's definitely a builder's dream. So on June 16th, 2015, we've gotten our second stuff pack, which is the Perfect Patio stuff pack. Then on July 9th, 2015, we've gotten the half walls and the door locks update. So it's crazy. We weren't able to lock the doors in the beginning, and yeah, we didn't even have half walls, which I didn't think it was too much lacking in the game. I didn't really feel the need for half walls. I know that builders love them, but because I'm not a builder, I don't really care about them. But yeah, the door locks, I just don't know why they didn't add that in the beginning, but yeah. On July 14th, 2015, the Spa Day game pack came out, the second game pack for The Sims 4, and I think that this game pack is one of the best game packs in terms of the new build mode items. I mean, if you don't care about any of the Spa Day gameplay activities and stuff like that, I think that it's definitely good if you're interested in build mode features and build mode items. And then, on August 6th, 2015, the dishwashers update came out. Yeah, we didn't have dishwashers in the beginning. That's crazy. So yeah, in the beginning, your Sims were only able to wash the dishes in the sink, and it basically took around a year for the Sims team to add the dishwashers in the game. And then that was a pre-patch for a stuff pack, the third stuff pack for The Sims 4. They were just on a roll with stuff packs in the beginning, but yeah, afterwards they became a bit slower. As you see, it took them a year to release the Mosquito stuff pack, but I'm grateful for that because they are focused more on gameplay packs such as the game packs and expansion packs, as well as free updates. So the Cold Kitchen stuff pack came out on August 11th, 2015. And I think it also falls in line with Luxury Party stuff pack because it didn't bring too many build items, and yeah, I think that that's probably because they were too much focused on counters, and as you know, each counter and each cabinet is basically around 10 objects because they are modular and there are so many different versions of each counter and each cabinet. So on September 29th, 2015, the fourth stuff pack for The Sims 4 came out. So basically, in just 1 year, they released 4 stuff packs. So Spooky stuff pack is actually pretty decent. Okay, and then on December 8th, 2015, The Sims 4 Get Together expansion pack came out. I remember the announcement for The Sims 4 Get Together was a little bit messy. So it was announced back in August, and in case you don't know, the Get Together expansion pack is the only expansion pack which suffered a delay in release. So they announced the pack that it will be released in November, but I believe in late September they announced that they are gonna delay the pack for just a few more weeks so they can add more gameplay elements, a bit more gameplay elements, and then some new items as well. And I remember the announcement was a bit messy. So what they actually did with the announcement, they promoted hanging out with friends in the game, which was basically already a thing. They promoted this whole new world, and I think that was basically it what they did with promotion. They didn't even focus too much on clubs when they announced the game. They were just like, oh, you can hang out with friends, which was so weird to announce a pack because it's one of the better expansion packs out there. So it brings the clubs, which basically integrates with almost every pack that we get to this date. It brings the biggest world that we've seen in The Sims 4, and it brings some pretty decent items. Then the fifth stuff pack came out, which was Movie Hangout on January 12th, 2016. And yeah, it's one of the better stuff packs out there. And then on February 4th, 2016, the 16th anniversary content update came out. So this was one of the bigger updates out there, and basically what it added plenty of little things. So it added the gardener service, it added the grilled cheese locked aspiration, it also added, okay, let's go down here a bit, it added a new trait, kleptomaniac, which wasn't present in the beginning until this update came out, and it also added some small changes. Oh, so it added 2 new paintings, the Tragic Clown and the Let There Be Plum Bobs, and the Team Trick items. and also the custom content filter and icons. So if you were using custom content and mods in the beginning, you weren't even able to know what's custom content and what's base game. So you would just easily mix base game content with custom content, which was weird. So let's go back to the timeline. The 6th stuff pack came out on February 9th, 2016, which was the Romantic Garden stuff pack. Then we got the Tragic Clown update. So I'm not sure if you guys know about the Tragic Clown content in the game, but it's pretty much fun. So basically you trigger the Tragic Clown gameplay by either plopping down the Tragic Clown painting in your house or dressing up your sim as a tragic clown. And you have some specific interactions related to the tragic clown, such as Tears of a Clown moodlet, the juggle interaction, tragically try to cheer up interaction, and some other moodlets. And yeah, you were also able to summon the tragic clown as well. So on June 2nd, 2016, oh my god. So this falls in line with one of the biggest updates for The Sims 4, and it's the gender customization options update. With this update, the Sims team basically removed all of the limitations when it comes to create a sim and items in create a sim. So basically you were able to attach feminine items to a masculine sim and vice versa, and it also added some gender specific gameplay options in Create a Sim. It's definitely one of the best updates out there. So on June 7th we received the Dine Out game pack, then on June 28th the Kids Room stuff pack. It's one of the best stuff packs out there, and it's probably because of the void critters and the playing cards. I think it's very tiny in terms of the object, but the gameplay that comes along with it, it's fun to play with. Then on July 14th, 2016, we received Nanny's NPCs, which was like finally. On July 19th, 2016, we got the Backyard Stuff Pack. I think that Backyard Stuff Pack is one of the better stuff packs out there, just because it brings a lot of gameplay items to the table. They're not too detailed, but yeah, they are fun to play with. Then in preparation for The Sims 4 City Living, we received the Lot Traits update. And then on November 1st, The Sims 4 City Living expansion pack. City Living. Okay, so what do I have to say about City Living? It falls in line with Island Living. Yeah, it has living in its title. Of course it's gonna fall in line with it. So the City Living expansion pack, it's a good expansion pack. I think that the Sims team actually announced back then that it was one of the best-selling expansion packs to date. But yeah. What I don't like about The Sims 4 City Living are the apartment shells and the inability to build a custom apartments. That was a missed opportunity, but it's still a fun expansion pack to play with. Then we've also received the Holiday Celebration Pack update with some of the new items for this free pack. And then on December 6th, 2016, the Vintage Gomorrah Stuff Pack came out. Yeah, this stuff pack really isn't that bad. And okay, so 2017, the beginning of 2017 was definitely a ride. So, I actually want to go chronologically with this one. So, on January 10th, 2017, the Sims team announced the Vampires game pack, and everyone was like, okay, we're getting vampires before toddlers, what? So, they kept toddlers a secret up until they actually released them as a free update. So, they did the announcement and the release of the toddlers update on the same day, at the same hour, at the same minute, which was like, I think, one of the only things for The Sims 4 which passed by without any leaks, without any rumors, or without any official announcements, which was crazy. They kept the toddlers update hidden so well. And yeah, it's one of the best updates for The Sims 4 so far, just because toddlers are very complex in the game. Sometimes even too complex, if I may say so. So then we've gotten the vampire. Okay, I just have to go back with the toddlers update just because it also brought some other things to the table. I specifically remember Zerbu, one of the most talented moderators, and he contacted me saying, I found some amazing news in the game code. So what he found the first string files for cats and dogs in the game. and it was our first clue that cats and dogs are coming. So yeah, this was the only leak which took about 8 months to be officially confirmed. Yeah, everyone was just waiting for the Sims team to officially confirm this pack, and yeah, it took them 8 months to finally announce the pack. So yeah, the Bowling Night stuff pack on March 29th, 2017, and then the Parenthood game pack the May 31st, 2017. So Parenthood, it's definitely one of the best game packs out there, and I remember with the Parenthood game pack, I had so much fun playing with it. I still do to this date. But yeah, exploring the features for the first time with Parenthood was just so much fun because there was so many things to uncover. On June 20th, 2017, the Fitness Stuff Pack came out. On August 24th, 2017, the Toddler Stuff Pack came out. Yeah, they were just on a roll with these stuff packs back then. And then on September 20th, 2017, the new items update came out. So one of the reasons why the new items update came out was because The Sims 4 for console was just announced, and they decided to refreshen up the catalog with some of the new items, as you can see over here. And yeah, they also fixed the toddler ball pit, which was basically 2D in the beginning. The balls in the ball pit weren't even popping out. They just added some dimension to it. Oh my god, I just remember the controversy. So on October 17th, 2017, the holiday celebration Diwali update came out, and it brought a lot of items to the table actually. So as you can see over here, some of the new build mode items, some of the new outfits, and yeah, not really a lot like I said in the beginning, but yeah, it definitely goes along great with the Sims 4 City Living and some of the cultural items that are included in that pack as well. So on November 10th, 2017, the Cats and Dogs expansion pack came out, and yeah, it's definitely one of the best ones out there. Then the Sims 4 was made available on consoles on September 17th, 2017, and Xbox One and PS4 players were finally able to enjoy the game for themselves. And with the release, they also announced that each expansion pack, each game pack, and each stuff pack, as well as the free content updates, are going to be made available for consoles as well. Then the holiday celebration free pack was updated again, and then on January 16th, 2018, the Laundry Day stuff pack came out. So what's really special about this stuff pack? It took about a year to develop it, and why it's so special is because it was a community project. So basically throughout the entire past year, I think that the community project was announced back in April 2017. Simmers were able to share their vote on what they want in the pack, including the theme of the pack, the icon of the pack even, the gameplay elements, the items. Basically, the entire pack was made by Simmers and their votes. I think that with the Laundry Day stuff pack, a new trend began, which was naming stuff packs wrong. Because I know a few gamers out there who were judging like, okay, so this is a stuff pack which adds laundry. Why? And why would they charge that for $10 US? But it adds a lot of different items. I think one of the best items out there for a stuff pack, and yeah, they were voted by the community. And on February 27th, 2018, the Jungle Adventure game pack came out. And then I think that the My First Pet stuff pack takes the lead for the worst stuff pack ever. On March 13th, 2018, this monstrosity came out. I mean, not to offend the developers or anything, I appreciate all the work and what they do for the game. And it definitely feels like the My First Pet stuff pack was an experimental project, you know, to build upon an expansion pack and add just a few more gameplay elements. But especially for those who are not hardcore simmers, it just feels so weird. And even I, who write about The Sims every day, this stuff pack to this date is the most controversial pack that we've gotten for the Sims franchise. And in case you guys don't know, because of the fact that this stuff pack requires cats and dogs, another pack to unlock some of the items, I think that because of it, this stuff pack is the only stuff pack which is still not available for PS4 and Xbox One. And the Sims team basically had a year and a half to integrate the pack for console, but I think that because of this controversy, they still haven't added it to the game yet. Who knows if they're gonna add it afterwards or not, We yet have to find that out. And then on June 19th, 2018, the glass roofs, gardening overhaul, and outfit categories update came out, which was really fun. And then on June 22nd, 2018, the season's expansion pack came out. I remember when this pack was announced specifically because I was on a vacation. I went to a Katy Perry concert in Cologne. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. So as I was walking to my hotel, I saw that the Sims team actually posted a teaser for a new pack. They didn't really make it clear that it was for a season's expansion pack, but yeah, the teaser kind of hinted to it. And I remember the next day, I was sitting in my hotel room for the entire day just writing about seasons because first, I was so excited about it myself, and second, because I was so excited for others as well, because finally, like, the top 3 things I believe for The Sims 4 that Simmers really wanted was the season's expansion pack, cats and dogs, and toddlers as a free base game update. And then on July 31st, 2018, the gallery update came out, so they kind of revamped the user interface of the gallery, made it a bit more clean, and yeah, I really liked it. And if I remember correctly, I do believe that they said that they're gonna add some other additions to the gallery afterwards, but they still haven't made any specific additions to the gallery just yet, so I'm kind of curious to see what they are planning with it. On August 16th, 2018, we received the Caribbean content update, which includes the ceiling fans as well as the sliding doors. So yeah, even those weren't present in the beginning for the game. And then on November 13th, 2018, one of the biggest updates came out. With this base game update, the Sims team basically proved that they still have a lot to add to the base game for free, and this update definitely proved that. So they've added terrain tools, foundation improvements, first-person camera, new career, and some other new items. So let's actually go through the patch notes of this one just because I'm really interested to see what this added. So it was the terrain tools, foundation updates, additional basement levels, additional half-wall heights, the first-person camera, the new career, which was the style influencer, and new clothing and objects, and the positivity challenge with Millie Bobby Brown, the ability to name your own career, first time user experience, which is a whole new tutorial, a gallery profile updates, and some other small changes to it. So yeah, definitely falls in line with the biggest updates for The Sims 4. And on November 16th, 2018, the Get Famous expansion pack came out. I think that this is probably one of the best expansion packs in terms of new gameplay, but when it comes to the new world, yikes. They had so much potential with Del Sol Valley. I think that they should have added at least 5 more lots to the whole world, because I think that 3 lots per neighborhood, 3 lots per residential neighborhoods that we have, and we have 2 with Del Sol Valley, is a bit absurd. But yeah, when it comes to gameplay, definitely one of the best ones out there. On December 18th, 2018, the Holiday Celebration Pack was updated again, and the first ever addition that we received in 2019 was the Lunar New Year content update, which was pretty good. It added a lot of new items actually. Let's go quickly through it. So it added some new recipes, a lot of new objects, some new clothing and accessories, and a lot of fixes for the game. And then one of the strangest packs out there was released on February 26, 2019, which was the Strangeville game pack. So Strangeville, how can I actually describe it? I loved playing with the storyline. I think that the storyline was a bit too short, but when it comes to other gameplay additions, build mode items, and cast items, as well as the new world, I think the pack is just worth the price. On April 16, 2019, we received the freelancer career and new items. On June 18th, 2019, so yeah, this was a big update indeed. So it came out just 3 months ago, and it added a lot of additions. So the randomized traits button, the lounge chairs, Pride Month content, the stilt foundations, the Further Eaves extension, more door colors, a couple new lot traits, more toddler diaper colors, backfloating abilities, fishing additions and gameplay updates, ceiling fan updates, ceiling objects, build swords, swimming interactions, part-time jobs update, and then some general fixes for the game. Definitely one of the biggest ones. On June 21st, 2019, the Island Living expansion pack came out. So I love Island Living and everything that comes with it, but I think that the gameplay aspect of this pack is focused too much to Solani, which is the new world, and not too much on any other worlds that we have. So yeah, you can like build sandcastles in other beach areas from other worlds. So for example, the Windenburg beach neighborhood, you can build sandcastles over there. But other than that, the gameplay elements don't really cross over to other packs and even the base game, which I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity. But they did say that they are thinking about upgrading all of the previous worlds that we've gotten for The Sims 4 and make it more accessible for some of the gameplay elements that come with Island Living. But yeah, we yet have to see that to become a reality. On July 16th, 2019, The Sims 4 was entirely rebranded. So they changed the box arts, they changed the logo, they changed the base game render, they even changed the plumb bob. I have to say that the branding grew on me. I didn't like it in the beginning, but now I kinda get why they made the changes. So they really wanted to make the box art and the whole game pop out a little bit more. I just don't know why they made the box arts for expansion packs and game packs in terms of colors so similar. So I wish that the expansion packs were, for example, orange or something like that, just so we can differentiate the packs a little bit better. But yeah, on July 16th, 2019, we've gotten cast stories, new items, unlocked build items, and more. On August 8th, the photography improvements update, and on August 13th, the Moschino stuff pack for The Sims 4. I don't know, I think that the Moschino stuff pack was named wrong. It should have been named a photography stuff pack in collaboration with Moschino, but now that they've named it Moschino, I remember with the announcement at EA Play when they said like, we're announcing a Moschino stuff pack, everyone including me was like, what? But yeah, I think it's one of the better stuff packs out there. It's not one of their best ones, but in terms of gameplay, in terms of some of the new build and the cast items, it's good. And that's about it when it comes to The Sims 4's entire timeline. So once again, you can check out the entire timeline on simscommunity.info, and basically each update has this link to it where you can see more information about each update, each pack that was released, and each change basically. So what's next for The Sims 4? I'm glad that you've asked. So the first thing that we know that's definitely happening is The Sims 4's anniversary update. So they did say that they are gonna add new build and new cast items to The Sims 4 to celebrate The Sims 4's 5th anniversary. We just don't know yet if that's gonna bring any new gameplay elements or is it just gonna be new items. But yeah, stay tuned on simscommunity.info for that. Then we are getting The Sims 4 Realm of Magic game pack on September 10th, 2019, and then a little bit later on consoles as well. And I'm not sure if you guys read the speculation on Sims Community about 2 months ago that I found, but I do predict that another expansion pack is coming out by the end of 2019. I think that The Sims 4 still has a very bright future indeed. The Sims team and EA are very proud of what they've done so far, and it's definitely one of the best-selling games for EA, in line with Apex Legends even. The Sims 4 still has a lot of room for improvement, a lot of room for new content, and stability upgrades and gameplay additions that should be made for free. Some of the new packs, so people really want University, so I'm interested to see if they're actually gonna bring University to the game or not. Other than that, the Sims team is speculating that they are gonna bring at least 3 more years of content for The Sims 4. So yeah, the game definitely still has a very bright and long future. You know, writing about this game, creating video content about this game, and just playing the game helped me so much over the past 5 years. I met so many amazing people, both online and in real life, thanks to it, and I'm just so grateful for the entire franchise in general. So when it comes to The Sims 4, it's been an amazing 5 years so far, but I know that there's still a bit more room for improvement. So guys, let me know what you think about the past 5 years of The Sims 4 and all of the content that we received, and what do you think are some of the best additions additions that we've received for The Sims 4. So please let me know in the comment section down below, and if you've enjoyed this throwback video of all of the content that we received over the past few years, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel for all the latest news and updates on the Sims franchise. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys next time. But until then, happy birthday, The Sims 4!